It's my favorite time of the year. It's late September, early October, that fall transition time. And those fish are leaving the upper stretches of these rivers and they're making their way to their wintering areas. That deeper water, we've got a reservoir downstream from here. And along the way, these fish will set up on these hard bottom outside bends or log jams, fronts and backs of islands, trying to figure out where the fish are, if they're scattered or grouped up, out throwing crankbaits. Got a DT10 on, fishing the 6 to 8 foot zone. I want that bait to be in contact with the bottom as much as possible. So I'm overshooting that depth. If I'm gonna target that 10 foot zone, I'd probably opt for a DT14. But overshooting that depth that you're fishing ensures good bottom contact. And when you're making good bottom contact, it changes the direction of that crankbait. You might throw some pauses or speed it up a little, but those changes in direction, that's what triggers the bites. Got him. There he is. This stained, dirtier water of this river. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, feisty. I've opted for a color with some bright greens and yellows. This is Parrot. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful smallmouth. You know, this muddier water, these brighter colors of these crankbaits are tough to beat. But in the clear water situations, you know, a jerkbait is a really good option because you're getting that change of direction in open water and those fish are going to travel further. Typically their strike zone's a little bigger. A crankbait can be another great option and maybe a little bit more realistic. Some of the Rapala HD custom colors are unbelievable. The realism, they match the forage almost exactly. But in this stained water, a little bit of bright color added in and a crankbait deflecting off the bottom is really tough to beat. And when you're fishing this DT10, I'm gonna reel it pretty quick, get it down to the bottom. And as soon as I hit bottom, I'm gonna slow my retrieve a little. I'm gonna try burning it. I'm gonna try pausing it. I'm gonna try crawling it along. And it's, as always, when you're fishing, it's just a puzzle. Put the pieces together and figure out what they want right then and there. And as the day progresses and the bite slows, don't forget to go back and try some other techniques. And you know, day in and day out, a crankbait is just one of the greatest search baits. You can cover a tremendous amount of water. It has incredible triggering aspects to the bait that fish can't resist. There he is. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. So when you're using a crankbait, the rod and reel setup is really important. Having treble hooks, you need some good forgiveness in the rod. And whether you're using a mono or a fluoro that has some stretch, you want some backbone. You want a nice parabolic bend to the rod to forgive when those fish make runs and those violent head shakes, that you don't tear the hooks out. Boy, this is a real beaut here. Real bruiser. Wow. Oh, he's almost like an emerald green color to him. Holy smokes. Wow. I'd say he wanted that. You know, getting both hooks in the fish is a pretty good indication that this is a color that they're wanting to eat right now. No need to experiment with colors when that's happening. Boy, what a gorgeous fish. Just making his way down from the shallower, rocky stretches of the river down to the reservoir where we'll spend the winter. So one thing I like to do when I'm fishing current is to cast upstream and work my bait back or kind of cross it. That seems to be the most natural way to present your bait. And as you're doing that, I'm just kind of creeping along looks like a good bank with some hard bottom and outside swing, little depth to it, some rock. So once I get bit, the beautiful thing about this Ultrex is I hit the spot lock and I can fight the fish, I can unhook him, take pictures, release the fish, get back up, and I'm in the exact same spot. When fishing in current, that feature is priceless, it truly is. Ryan and I just a few minutes ago were fishing an area and got bit at the very end of our cast, so we hit the spot lock, fan casted, covered that stretch, and caught those fish. And when we caught a few on the ends of our cast and they stopped biting, we just moved up about 20 yards, hit the spot lock again, and then we were a good half a cast away from those fish. Oh man, he just smoked it. Oh, another, here we go. just got bit. Hit the spot lock, having the nose of the boat right into the current, this boat won't move. It stays put. I don't have to worry about boat control at this point. I can focus on landing this fish, getting him in the boat, getting reset, and making that exact same cast. Wow, another frisky one. This is tough to beat, I'm not gonna lie. Come here, girl. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, both hooks again. Got to kneel down, get pliers, remove the fish, remove the hooks from the fish. And I don't have to worry about my boat moving away. As soon as I'm done with this fish, I'm going to be in the exact same spot. I can repeat that cast and continue to catch more smallmouth like this. So as soon as I've covered this spot, made a lot of good casts in the right zone, and I've lost contact with the fish, I'm just going to get right back on the foot pedal and start moving along. It breaks the spot lock as soon as you engage the motor, and just keep moving. You know, one thing I found that really helps me to experiment with colors is using a snap. VMC, we've got dual lock snaps, a new crankbait snap that's specifically for it, but it makes it a lot easier, a lot more convenient to switch colors and keep trying to put those pieces of the puzzle together. Not only does it encourage myself and everyone, all anglers, to experiment with colors, oh, there's one, but it also increases your freedom of movement with your crankbait against that split ring. Oh, there's another beauty. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh, these smallmouth just don't give up. It's so cool. This one ate his Wheaties this morning. He just doesn't want to give up. Oh, look at that. Get my hands on it. Wow. Belly landing these smallmouth can really help you keep your fingers away from those hooks, because no one wants a hook in the hand, especially with two trebles on a DT. A lot of danger there, but belly landing them and then you safely transition into grabbing them by the jaw. Takes good care of you and also the fish. All right, see you, girl.